Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. How you doing? Another Sammy reaction. I gotta get comfortable. Go ahead and get comfortable. Grab your Snapple or I don't know, whatever. Snapple. Brought to you by Snapple. Not. Okay. Baby superpowers.
Hey kids, let's
Hey.
talk about babies for a second. Now I think we can all agree, generally,
Babies are just useless.
babies suck at most things,
Yes.
either literally or figuratively. They
True.
have almost no life skills whatsoever. However, as it turns out, babies do actually
It's about my resume as well.
have some traits that make them superior to adults in certain isolated aspects. In this video,
I could kick like 10 babies' asses at once.
I'm going to tell you guys about a few. First is the baby's non-drowning reflex. If babies under the age of 6 months are put underwater, they'll instinctively hold their breath.
That's pretty
Additionally,
cool.
their heartbeat begins to slow down as soon as they're submerged, which allows them to use much less oxygen and, as a result, stay alive
I always wondered how babies transition from somehow getting oxygen in the mother's stomach to getting oxygen by breathing with the lungs. I'd like to know how that happens.
much as soon as they're submerged, which allows them to use much
That's
less
cool, though.
oxygen and,
That's pretty
as a
cool.
result, stay alive much longer than the average person. As we all know, babies get themselves into bad situations all the time. Soon as your back is turned, they're off trying to lick another socket or whatever. So this reflex probably evolved from back in the day, right? Mom's off picking
There weren't electrical sockets.
berries, baby wanders off, ends up in the middle of a lake.
I'm joking.
Somehow. This whole reflex thing gives the village more time to, go get a raft and fish them out. Next is a baby's grip. They're able to support their entire
Really?
baby wanders off, ends up in the middle of a lake, and somehow. This whole reflex thing gives the village more time to, go get a raft and fish them out. Next is a baby's grip. They're able to support their entire body weight with just one hand,
They
which
can't
is
even support their head.
more than a lot of adults can do. Of course, it's kind of cheating because they only weigh as much as a baby, but it's
True.
still kind of impressive. This trait is shared by apes, whose babies instinctively cling on to the backs of their mothers. So that way, if she gets a little courageous swinging from branch to branch, the baby doesn't just go flying. Anyway, because of this, it's speculated that babies actually got their firm grasp from our ape ancestors millions of years ago. And it's only a bit later in life when your genetics go, oh yeah, legs neat, and ditch the whole grabby thing. Next, babies are also very seductive. Not in the sense of like strutting around
God, his drawings are just A+.
and thigh highs, making dudes' eyes bulge. Not that seductive, but just in the sense of, hey, I like looking at this thing. We should keep it alive for a while. Here's an example. If people saw a 5-year-old on the streets rolling around in a pile of its own shit, they'd be like, ugh, what a scumbag. But if an infant did it, people would still be like,
Get a
oh man,
job.
little guy, I want to take you home, clean you up, put you in little hats. Yeah, it has to do with a baby's facial features like their large forehead and eyes, which set off a bunch of baby caring instincts in our brains, causing us to perceive cuteness. It's only when they hit like 2 or 3 when that all goes down the shitter. Lastly, babies have a surprisingly good concept of morality.
What?
According to a study by Yale University's Infant Cognition Center, babies are born with an innate sense of right and wrong. Here's how the study went, right? So first they put on a puppet show for the baby with these 2 rabbit dolls, and they made one of them act nice and the other one act like a dick. Then at the end of the show, the babies were offered either puppet, and in almost every case, the babies took the nice one. And you might say a strong grip on morality doesn't qualify as a superpower. Personally, I
wonder if they were just like had the bad puppet like "Urgh," and like act bad and do stuff bad. Like a cool way to do the experiment would have made them both the puppets like act really happy and be appealing and like, hi, how you doing? And one just do something immoral and one doesn't, and then see if the babies still do it.
disagree. People are terrible at keeping their basic sense of right and wrong unless their society maintains it for them. Let me give an example. A few days ago in the Philippines, the president of the entire country basically said, hey, we should just start murdering every drug addict alive. right now. And this isn't seen as insane over there. No, millions of Filipinos are now on board with this. It is fucked. You see, babies lack the mental capacity to justify
each
atrocities
their
with shit like it's
own.
about the greater good, They have no prejudice. They just see people as people. And honestly, I think we could all learn a thing or two from that. Not to get all George Carlin-y on you guys or anything. Anyway, that's all for today. Till next time,
Carlin.
I'm Salmonella, and thank you for watching.
Good job, Sam. Good job. Great video. Again, like always, original video down in the link below at the top. Yeah, babies. The grip thing was interesting. I find it funny how they're so weak they can't even hold their head up, but they can like support their body weight, holding their breath. The morality one, I'm still like, maybe. But awesome video. Check out my next video, guys. See ya.